Shalom, shalom. I would first like to begin the lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rachacha Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops at Great Millstone who taught this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace and salutations to the brothers out there pushing this truth, the 100% truth out there on the highways and the byways. The Akim, as well as a few sisters out there listening and learning the Aqua. To you also, I say shalom. It is your brother, Hartsaga Bar, back here with another lesson through the Spirit. Just wanted to come at y'all with something quick and Lord willing edifying. I wanted to read an article tonight about what's going on in Mexico and whatnot. Lord willing, the lesson be edifying to those out there listening and watching. I do want to declare fair use under the Copyright Act of 1976. Because I will be showing an article and perhaps a video concerning the matter and what's been going on over there in Mexico. If you all don't know, a very high-ranking drug kingpin was killed yesterday. A high cartel member was killed yesterday. So there's been uproars of the people in the streets of Mexico and whatnot, and that's pretty much what's been at the headlines of a lot of news articles and whatnot. So just wanted to come at y'all with that real quick and pull out some precepts through the spirit, Lord willing. So here's the video right here, man. It says, photos show burned out cars, empty streets, and airport chaos in Mexico after a major cartel leader was deleted. It says, violence broke out across Mexico on Sunday after a top cartel leader was deleted. Photos show burned out buses, roadblocks, and a heavy Mexican military presence on the streets. It says the U.S. warned its citizens in Mexico to shelter in place. Salaki. And on top of that, it's reported that roughly 25 National Guard members in Mexico have been deleted, man. So just seeing outright chaos, and as my title says, civil unrest. It says popular tourist sites in Mexico were caught up in a wave of violence on Sunday following a security operation that deleted a powerful drug lord. Members of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel and organized crime groups set fire to businesses and tourist vehicles across the country in retaliation for the death of their leader, Nemesio El Mencho Arsuegra Cervantes. It says the violence was heaviest in Jalisco, the home of the cartel and the state where El Mencho was killed. But the Mexican security cabinet said it had set up more than 250 roadblocks across 20 Mexican states on Sunday. It says in a press conference on Monday morning, Claudia Sheinbaum, the Mexican president, Majesty this person, said the situation had de-escalated and all roadblocks have been cleared. But we know how that goes when they shall say peace and safety. Everything's okay. Right, business as usual. It says amid the wave of violence, the U.S. urged the citizens in Mexico to shelter in place on Sunday evening. The violence has caused ongoing travel disruption and most domestic and international flights in Guadalajara and Puerto Vallarta were canceled on Sunday. These are just some of the pictures from the scene. video.
Areas where I live in one of the areas where some of these fires went down in Mexico today, and I'm telling you right now, it's a psyop. The CIA is behind the Nueva Generación cartel, and don't drink the Kool-Aid. They do this shit on purpose to Latin American countries all the time to cause civil unrest and cause destabilization in the country, especially when the country is standing up against the U.S. and gaining economic momentum.
So as y'all see, man, just some more insight on that. It says President Trump dispatched 6 Black Hawks to 6 states in Mexico. So of course, the U.S. has its hands in this. Is that a surprise? No, it's not. Ooh. So we can go ahead and start it off with a classic, man. It says, Amos 3:6, it says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord Yahweh hath not done it? Surely the Lord, the Most High Power, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Right? We understand and know what's going on. This is biblical prophecy, whether it's done by man, whether it was a psyop or created, or it was already planned out beforehand to go down. At the end of the day, the scriptures match up with it. So it doesn't matter how you try and play it, make it seem like you have control of the situation. You don't have control over the situation. It says, 2 Esdras 9:1, it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right? The fact that these things are going on, right? You have civil unrest going on, civil war going on, race wars going on, war in general going on in a lot of the countries around the world, and a lot of the states. Well, I really should have said a lot of the states around the world, because when you say state, it can be classified as a country as well. So I'm gonna just say state as a generalization. We have a lot of these things playing and taking place around states in the world, and it's becoming more and more common. That should tell you something, right? These are signs of the end. These are signs of Hamashiach's return. These are signs that the Lord put in the prophets' minds and put in their hearts and told them to write these things down so that they can be interpreted later for the prophets that are on the scene today, which are the brothers of the great millstone, as well as brothers that are like-minded, like those individuals, such as myself. And we do believe that we are the prophets that the Lord has sent down, right? Lord willing, we be of the 144,000, right? The elect of the house of Israel, Lord willing, Aparatasa. The things we've saying, though, the things that the Lord have put on our spirit to bring forth to the people and to the flock have not been incorrect. So we must be getting some type of guidance that is being beneficial, right? The wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding that was bestowed upon us, that was bestowed upon our teachers from the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Yahweh. Going on to verse 3, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Let me get this real quick. the Lord declared the end from the beginning. There's no mystery or confusion or type of questioning in our hearts and in our minds as to why these things are taking place on the earth right now. Like we just read, the Lord revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets. We're the Lord's servants, man. We're the Lord's messengers. We're just bringing forth the message. That's all. Isaiah, the 46th chapter, and the 9th verse. Remember the former things of old, for I am God, and there is none else. I am God, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Calling a ravenous bird from the east, the man that executed my counsel from a far country. Yeah, I have spoken it. I will also bring it to pass. I have purposed it. I will also do it. Man, the Lord is cold, man. Just like that. He said, I declared the end from the beginning and just told you that a people from the east is going to come and conquer my people from a distant land. Right? So like I'm saying, man, there shouldn't be any type of confusion or surprise. The apostles, the elders have been bringing you all this truth for 40 years. And if you decide not to take heed, that's on you, man. At the end of the day, every man must work out his salvation. Every man must work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. I cannot make you want to understand these scriptures. I cannot make you want to listen to the words we say. I cannot make you understand them, right? I cannot make you want to take heed. Either the Lord is dealing with you or he's not. And if the Lord is dealing with you, you got to want it more than the next man, right? You gotta want it. You gotta push. 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get this in the Good News translation, please. See, the things that's going on. Matter of fact, let me get that. The things that's going on in the world is exciting to us because we've been saying that these things are going to pass. And we've been waiting for them to pass. And we want them to pass, right? The quicker they pass, the quicker we get to the kingdom of heaven. On earth as it is in heaven. 2nd Ezra 2 and 27 says, let me go up. Matter of fact, let me get a double. Isaiah 33. Isaiah 33 and 5. The Lord Yahweh is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. We fear the Lord, baby. We know the Lord, so we fear him, man. That's all it is to it. These people in the world don't have fear of the Lord. 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter, the 25th verse. The 26th verse. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. It says, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hail. Be joyful, O thou mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, saith the Lord. All these things going on, whether they're psyops, woe to them that devise evil upon their bed, iniquity upon their bed, roughly paraphrasing. The Lord has something that's going to come and tax that ass, right? For those who do wickedness in the darkness. 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. The Lord and the people in it are doomed. So like the world and the people in it are doomed. The war that will bring their destruction is very near. Nations will arm themselves and fight against other nations. There will be great political turmoil, with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring the legitimate government. We're seeing this go around the whole across the whole quarters of the earth, and it's not a coincidence. I'll say it again. We're seeing this go across the 4 quarters of the earth, and it's not a coincidence, right, that these things are happening at the same time. It says there will no longer be free access to the cities because the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever people live. Driven by famine and terrible suffering, people will assault their neighbors and mercilessly plunder their possessions. Wars, rumors of wars. We've been talking about these things, man. It's a continuous cycle at this point, right? We're talking about the same things over and over and over again. Right. The Lord is revealing the things that he said he was going to do in the latter days. Just hope and pray that you're on the right side and not the left side. Lord willing, the lesson was edifying to those out there listening and watching. I'm going to close it off there. Call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Chakwadash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who tell me this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And until next time, I say Shalom, Israel. Shalom. And as always, we're one day closer to the kingdom, man. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Shalom, Israel. Shabbat Shalom.